costume, hairstyle and makeup are important cinematic elements. They are the first visual impression audiences have on characters. As in The Zookeeper's Wife, yellow and red are repeatedly used in the protagonist's costumes. They are bright colors that are considered feminine and delightful in Western world. So firstly, the costume here is an indication to Mrs. Zabinska's agreeable nature. Secondly, in this specific film, yellow is hinted as the color of Jewish stars and red is the color that trapped Jews used to create wall paintings. Therefore, they are the colors of hope, implying that the protagonist is the hope for the innocent Jews. The contrast between general color palette of the movie, which is cold and dark in order to compose the grim atmosphere of World War II, and the bright color here, emphasize the protagonist as a sympathetic woman who holds compassion for victims of injustice. However, in the climax, she wears a brown coat and abandons all the bright colors before. This doesn't mean the loss of her sympathy. Instead, it depicts her determination to fight against Nazi force directly. The darker color here is consistent with the Polish Home Army member's clothes, indicating that she is capable and courageous enough to repel the cruel Nazi just as her compatriots do. Besides, darker colors are the reminders from military uniforms. They are the proof for her soldier-like power and bravery. To conclude, the two costume color palettes in The Zookeeper's Wife helps to depict a sweet, sympathetic young woman with the courage to fight with the injustice. The character is around 1. In the following examples, we can see more of how costumes and hairstyle help to build a round character. In The Iron Lady, the sharp blue suit worn by Mrs. Thatcher is the proof for her toughness, because the color blue stands out in the crowd of black suits worn by men, while the style of the costume is equally formal. It is emphasized by the costume that Mrs. Thatcher is a woman with wisdom and toughness equal to her male fellow colleagues, while in the clips showing Mrs. Thatcher in her later years, a soft dress of the same color is used to display her gentle side. Here, the symbolic blue is repeated while the style is much more casual than before, depicting an old mother of 2 kids rather than the Prime Minister of UK. The movie Mulan shows complex character with hairstyle and costume. In Chinese tradition, men always tie up their hair and decorated helmets are for high-rank officers. When Mulan puts down her hair and takes off her helmet, the change in gender and social status indication adds a touch of tenderness to this heroic figure. Besides characterization, costumes also help narrative. In this clip of the Danish girl, costume traces the interchange of the protagonist. The light color suit and loose trousers here are not as feminine as normal dresses, nor is it accepted as usual male outfit as can be seen in the clip. This middle ground costume is an indication to Einer's confusion and tentative acceptance towards his gender cognition. In this clip from The Lady in the Van, the protagonist wears the clothes from a helping center. It is suggested by this costume that she is healing the wound inside her with the help of society. The tidy clothing gives her the decency which stripped her of the role of a cynical homeless lady and bring her back to her glorious past. Therefore, a sense of self-forgiving is revealed, implying that the protagonist is gradually getting rid of the past burden and her self-punishment can finally come to an end.